Have you ever seen a Mecum auction or looked at the results pages and thought to yourself, I think I've seen that car before? There's an upcoming auction in Glendale, Arizona. I'm going to show you 10 cars that I think I'm going to know the price of. And why is that? Because they've gone across the block before. Okay, this is lot 346. It's going to be on March in Glendale, and it's a 72 Chevrolet Corvette LT1 Coupe. And you're not going to see this video anywhere else unless you find out which cars have gone across the block before, and then you got to go back and find them, and then you've got to do something with that, like be able to watch this video, because this video is not on the current lot that I just showed you. This was previously lot W141, which was back on Wednesday in Kissimmee 2026. 1972 Corvette with a 350, 255 horsepower, 4-speed manual transmission, rally wheels, aluminum intake, Delco push-button AM/FM radio, and let's see what it sold for.
Sold 31,000. Sold 30,000. Rachel.
Next up, we're looking at a 1981 Jeep CJ7, and it was lot G184 in Glendale 2025 on Tuesday, March 18th. Has 34,135 miles on it. At least it did back then. 350. Oh, see those wheels? They've changed them. So is it going to fetch a little bit higher price? Maybe. It's got a Grant steering wheel. I like those. But anyway, it's got the Chevy 350, Edelbrock 4-barrel carburetor, 4-speed automatic transmission, 4-wheel drive. It's got a tow bar and wiring, a bimini top, and a battery shutoff. By the way, you see that 34,136 miles? That's pretty low. Let's see what it sold for recently.
Sold her 9,000. Sold $9,000 Travis's way.
You're looking at lot V53. That's going to be on March 19th in Glendale this year. 1970 Chevrolet Camaro Z28. And previously, it was lot W150 on Wednesday, January 14th at Kissimmee in 2026. Why is that? I don't know. Maybe somebody didn't pay it, because we're going to see a price, I believe. It may have gone no sale, but I think it had a price on it. Partial broadcast sheet, 350 with 360 horsepower, a Muncie M21 4-speed manual transmission, 373 posi traction rear end, evaporative emissions equipment, power steering, power disc front disc brakes, front and rear spoilers, and it sold new in Northridge, California. I like the color of it. It's a beautiful Z28, and let's see what it sold for.
Sold 55,000. Internet, thank you.
Next one is going to be lot V620 on Saturday, March 21st. 65 Chevrolet Impala wagon. What makes it special? That right there. It's got a 409 in under the hood, guys. And since this video, it's actually been cleaned up really nicely. It's one of 82 65 Impala wagons built with a 409 cubic inch V8 engine. It's all matching numbers, automatic transmission, posi track rear axle, factory air conditioning, power steering, power brakes, power rear windows, and the odometer reads 56,000 miles on it. It's a really great car, and if you look at the interior of it, you're going to see that it's a little bit worn, but it was owned by the same guy for many, many years, and it was a barn find. So let's find out what this thing recently sold for.
Sold $27,000. Paul Guck.
Here's a 2008 Ford Mustang Bullitt. It's going to be lot 527, Saturday, March 21st. And previously, it was lot T286, Thursday, March 20th in Glendale, 2025. Has a 4.6 liter V8, Highland green with dark charcoal interior, Bullitt interior package. That's that 4.6 liter, I think I said that. 5-speed manual transmission, 373 rear limited slip rear end, 18-inch Bullitt wheels with 2008 date code tires. Those are pretty old. I wouldn't drive that back necessarily, unless I went really slow. Louvered cornered windows, leather bucket seats, power 4-wheel disc brakes, power rack and pinion steering, and this came from a private collection. Let's see what it sold for.
It's under $25,000, Katie.
All right, the car we're looking at now is actually a truck. It's the only truck on this list. 1971 Chevrolet K10 pickup is going to be lot V671 here in Glendale. And this time, and previously, it was lot S310, Saturday, March 22nd in Glendale of 2025. And I don't know a lot about these trucks that are lifted like this. I've owned about 6 or 7 trucks, but this has a 6.2 liter, 530 horsepower engine. It's got a huge lift on it. Rebuilt front and rear axles with 373 gear ratios, new custom built 4L80E automatic transmission and 208 transfer case by Monster Transmission, new rough country 6-inch suspension lift with custom billet Vertex front and rear shocks in the reservoirs, slotted and drilled 4-wheel disc brakes. I mean, it's got everything. This thing is completely and totally loaded, and here's what it sold for.
Close bid $170,000. The bid goes on at $170,000.
Okay, this is lot N512 coming up Saturday, March 21st. It's a 67 Cadillac Deville convertible. And guess what? There was no video on it on the website on a previous auction because they removed it from the results pages. I think they thought it's like a hickey and they wanted to take it off. So it's got a new listing. And let's just talk about it. It's got a Cadillac V8, probably a 472 automatic transmission, and this thing is the most colorful Cadillac I've ever seen. There have been so many coats of paint that have been applied to this in so many different techniques. It is a rolling work of art. You know, the purple, the blue, the greens, all of the different line work in it is quite amazing. It's got 17-inch true spoke wire wheels, air ride suspension, custom painted truck, and this trunk, and this didn't sell. Let's see what happened.
I'm going to close the bid at $25,000. The bid goes on.
Okay, up next is lot V704. That's coming up on March 21st. It's a 2022 Ford Shelby GT500 Heritage Edition. It was previously lot S98 and sold on Saturday, March 22nd in Glendale 2025. And it had a bid goes on. Had 36 miles on it, 5.2 liter, 760 horsepower V8, automatic transmission, one of less than 50 produced with the carbon fiber track pack option, one of 225 heritage editions built to commemorate the 67 GT500, and it's also the final year of that generation of GT500. That transmission is a Tremec 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission, which would be a lot of fun. It's got a Brittany blue interior, Wimbledon white heritage stripes, and the original window sticker on it. So let's see what happened.
Close the bid at $100,000 and the bid goes on.
All right, the next car we're looking at is a 1957 Chevrolet 210 wagon. It's going to be lot V379 on Friday in Glendale of this year. It was previously lot S153 on Saturday, December 6th in Kansas City in 2025. So that was just last December. Why is it back? I don't know. But it looks nice. And by the way, it does have a different set of wheels on it now. It has a 6.2 430 horsepower LS3 GM crate V8 engine, 424 foot-pounds of torque, 4-speed automatic transmission, Ford 9-inch rear end with 350 gears, Ford Fox body power steering setup, has a lot of things that it offers. And look at that engine. It looks really, really nice. So let's see what happened.
So $43,000. So $43,000.
Okay, so there you have it. What we really care about is what is that hammer price. The hammer price is the price that the auctioneer calls out. So this lets us know what some of those car values are before we come up and go to these auctions. Question is, some of them that were from 2025, are the prices going to be higher or are they going to be lower? Because that'll be a market indicator, tells us if prices are going up and down. Let me talk about a new series that we're going to have called the Hammer Challenge. And what that's going to be is for every auction, we're going to show you 10 upcoming lots and you're going to try to predict what the hammer prices are of all of those. You're going to add up the number and you're going to submit it to us. The person that gets closest to it is going to be awarded this shirt right here. Now, it looks pretty normal from the front side. It's got this beautiful Nightmare Logistics logo on the front, but here's what makes it really special. It is going to show everybody in the world that you are the Hammer Champ. On the back, it actually shows for which auction that you became the Hammer Champ. So, one of a kind t-shirt, guys. You will be the only one to own it. And all you got to do is subscribe and join in. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. And go to an auction, buy a car, and drive it home.